I'm not your slave, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not the slave of the New World Order. We all need to basically declare that information publicly. Dr. John Coleman is our guest. This isn't a game. It's not a joke. It's not a drill. There is a world government. It's out in the open. The denial is over. We are going into high-tech slavery unless we turn this around. And the way these controllers get away with this is they have so many dumbed-down minions that serve them in compartmentalized positions who feel like they're part of the winning team. But this oppressive system plans to get more and more oppressive as it comes to power. For the globalist, for the Committee of 300, world government is only the beginning. Do you agree with that statement?
I do, absolutely. That's only the beginning of the nightmare.
Let's briefly talk about the nightmare, and then you're going to join us coming up in about a week and a half on Monday the 14th for part 2. But if they are able to get their scientific dictatorship in place, which they're very close to, what is the nightmare?
The nightmare will be that you will have no more rights of any kind. You'll be told exactly what to do, when to do. You'll be told what type of employment you can have or not have. And it just goes on and on and on. In other words, every individual in the United States will be fully controlled and told exactly what he can and cannot do.
Yeah, I saw Bill Gates a few weeks ago bragging that he loves China because they're now deciding what children will be off of their DNA. But, of course, then the state can claim whatever they want and say that your DNA shows this or that. I mean, this is total control. This is them taking control of the human species, of our evolutionary development.
That's exactly what they're doing. They've always said that man is nothing more than mind and matter. He's not an intelligent being even, and he is born to be controlled. And we're the people who are going to do the controlling. So that's more or less the situation with them.
But we can take heart, though, in the awakening. Are they concerned about the awakening that's happening, Dr.
Excuse me a minute. There's another phone ringing in my office. I'm trying to disconnect it.
All right, I understand. Again, we're going to have him back up with us next week, or not next week, the Monday following next week, about 10, 11 days from now for a part 2 interview. So many great patriots out there. And I remember over a decade ago reading his book and learning so much. And since then, you know, I've done my own research separately into many areas and just continue to realize how groundbreaking this information is. But for those that just joined us, you know, it's so important for people to see the film Endgame, Blueprint for Global Enslavement, so they understand the agenda we're facing. Sir, you were finishing up with commenting on the fact that they've been exposed and they are concerned. How concerned are they?
They're pretty concerned because you've got, you know, Stalin knew about this going to happen a long time ago. That's why he demanded to get the atom bomb from the United States. Because he said he didn't tell his friends, Roosevelt and company, what he wanted them for, but he said that this would definitely be needed for him to cooperate with him. He said to defend Russia, but he really was going to defend Russia against the New World Order, and he did not wish the people in Russia to be subject to that. So he wasn't all bad. Of course, he wasn't really a Russian. He was a Georgian. But that is basically the intent, to enslave everybody in a new world order, one world government system. Now, it sounds very far-fetched, but there's a great deal of logic behind it, and there's a great deal of information that I managed to unearth.
Well, sir, you've been talking about this for decades. Now it's out in the open. It is H.G. Wells' open conspiracy.
It is now. It is now. And as I say, in the beginning, people said I was off the wall and I belonged in a lunatic asylum. I had many insults hurled at me. Many ugly letters, many bad phone calls, telling me to go and retire somewhere.
And we've gone from almost no one knowing about this to the whole world being awake. God bless you, sir. We'll talk to you in a week and a half.